Akan membedah kinerja Bayan yang menjadikannya sebagai Raja Tambang Batubara Indonesia. Langsung saja kami akan membahasnya bersama dengan Mr. Alastair Mcleod, Director and Chief Financial Officer of Bayan Resources. Halo Mr. Alastair.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So we can discuss about the financials of Bayan Resources. We know that PT Bayan Resources Tbk has shown that it is the king of Indonesian mining companies. This year is able to record operational performance that continues to grow efficiently, which is reflected its extraordinary financial performance. So based on the data, Bayan is the third positions of the largest coal producer in Indonesia within 11.6 million tons productions in the second quarters of 2023. What support this brilliant performance, Mr. Alastair?
I think there's a number of factors that support the continued growth that Bayan Resources has had. Firstly, we continue to invest in state-of-the-art infrastructure that allows us to transport our coal. Secondly, we have well-established long-term relationships with our subcontractors, who are the ones that do actually all the hard work. And then I think finally, but not least, we have a large group of dedicated staff that have been working for the company for a long time and share the common goal of trying to increase our production volumes.
So, Mr. Alastair, we are noticed that the factors that Bayan even more special compared to the other coal companies are its ability to generate income with low costs and also the ability to consistently increase the company productions levels. How to maintain stability income while maintaining production costs?
I think our focus has always been on minimizing costs so that throughout the commodity cycle, we generate healthy profits. Part of the reason for us being able to do that is to invest in the infrastructure. So spend the capex so that we can reduce our operating costs. So building high quality roads, asphalting them, hauling in the largest trucks possible to reduce the operating costs. So again, part of the key is investing for the future and investing to reduce the operating costs.
In your opinion or in your sight, what makes a Bayan different compared to the other mining companies in Indonesia?
I think we're relatively new. We have been around for, let's say, 15, 16 years, but we've continued to expand rapidly. A number of the other companies have been relatively stagnant from a production basis as they were nearing their renewals of their CCOWs. We have, however, continued to invest and over the last 3 to 4 years have spent approximately $500 million investing for future growth.
Okay, we have a global issue like a commodity price is so volatile. Coal prices in 2023 are quite volatile, coupled with the geopolitical tensions which have an impact on commodities, especially coal commodities. How about you looking at the conditions and taking advantage of them to run a business in the whole 2023 or for the 2024 next?
I think coal prices have definitely dropped in 2023, but they dropped from a very high level, which was originally triggered in 2022 by the Ukraine situation. We would see coal prices being relatively stable now through the end of 2023 into 2024. The international price of coal, I don't really think will be affected by matters occurring within Indonesia, the presidential election in 2024. So we're optimistic that 2024 will again be a good year for coal producers.
So what are Bayan's strategies in terms of energy efficiency to support protecting the environment?
I think we've got a number of programs and strategies in place. We obviously utilize biodiesel to the extent possible. We purchase all of our fuel through Pertamina and ensure that all of our subcontractors also purchase through that source so that we're compliant with all the biodiesel. In relation to a couple of the other projects, we're partway through the construction of a solar power plant down at our Senor Jetty. And once that facility is complete, we'll start the construction of a new solar power plant at our Marapahu Jetty. We have rolled out solar-powered street lighting throughout our facilities and also as part of our CS programs to local villages. And finally, our new camp that we're in the process of building is fully integrated in relation to solar panels on the roofs of the buildings. So we are, to the extent possible, trying to remove our reliance on diesel gensets and utilize renewable energy.
Okay, back to the coal prices. In the midst of declining coal prices, which also causes Bayan selling price to fall, this company will still sell a very high level at $81 per ton. Why did Bayan be able to achieve this?
I think over the last few years, we've specifically targeted markets and customers where we can build a long-term relationship with them. We've been successful in signing long-term contracts with these counterparties, and those contracts being index-linked. And so that has definitely benefited our average selling price. And so we believe we are able to generate slightly higher average selling prices than in general of other companies that are perhaps more reliant on the spot pricing market.
Okay, how do you see the volatility of coal prices in the futures? What is the company strategies going forward to deal with this?
I think no coal company can effectively forecast the coal price going forward. So I think our focus is on reducing costs, maintaining the costs at the lowest possible level so that we can weather the periods when coal prices will be low and benefit when coal prices will be high. So it's not a focus on the selling price, which we can't control. It's a focus on the costs that we can.
Yes, let's moving on to the contributions into environmental sustainability. One of Bayan's mines called Tambang is classified as having a lowest energy cost in the world for thermal coal production. Tambang only strips 2.7 times the total coal obtained, or one of the lowest strip ratio in Indonesia. How can this contribution also contribute directly to Bayan's focusing on environmental sustainability?
Well, I think we have, because of the low stripping ratio, we have low costs, which means we have a long mine life, which means that we can actually afford to fully rehabilitate, revegetate, and contribute to the sustainability of the local economies as well. So the low stripping ratio means that the area disturbed is minimal and that we're able to rehabilitate and revegetate it back to, in sometimes cases, better than when we first moved into that area.